This is my final take on round two, the longest analysis, one of the longer analyses that I've done. And KGB, man, I knew he was an expert in the endgames, but it's like he's just crushing me. He's crushing me, man. His endgame skills are amazing. All right, so what we're going to do is rejoin the battle where we left it off last time. And where are we here? Basically here. Let's backstep if you're just joining us. Maybe you're watching on an old VOD, My Terrible Business. Okay, a little bit of time pressure, and we get this position. And KGB dude was he was totally correct. He was like, what are you doing here, Black? Mistake. And, I wasn't really thinking about it too much from his point of view, just mine. But yeah, that's a terrible move, man. You can't leave my rook in there. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show what I'm gonna try to input the variations, and then I'll ask the computer in a couple key questions. Okay. Spent forever on this. I feel like in a lot of ways I haven't even scratched the surface. KGB, and it's still not so easy. And actually, let's put in what he says here, because it's true. It's true. It's like his instincts are correct. This is insane. This is insane. Yeah. Okay. Actually, my camera is falling. It's falling and it can't get up. So here we go. I'm gonna turn it down a little. All right. I got the little clink you hear, my friends. Check that out. That's the famous Chess Monk's medallion when I'm feeling low in life. I need a little extra power. I just put on the medallion. Okay. So this was definitely a mistake, and it's mostly because of a calculation error in time pressure. I like what I said here, though, about why I missed rook e7. So the fact that I'm in time pressure at all, that I need more time, trusting the opponent like he plays it confidently, so I don't think there's anything amazingly wrong with queen c8. And then, of course, I have to be willing to give up my g-pawn, which would happen after rook e7, rook f7, queen d5, and then I have to see this variation. Right. Okay. So, the other variation that me and KGB kind of debated, and I want to reconstruct what we put on, was we put on this position, and okay, how is this going to go? Rook d7, queen f3, king g1, rook f7. And so I wrote here that I couldn't find a path for white to win. And KGB was just like, wait a second. So we go, check to the miserable king. Here. Takes. Forced. Queen here. King here. Queen here. King here. Queen here. Wait, let's do one more variation. One more move, rather. Yeah. And then that looks winning, right? So KGB found If you're just joining us, this is my mega analysis of my round 2 game. Kind of the most disappointing from my recent tournament in DC. I drew against a lower rated, and I have spent mega time on this. Streamed it before the first half, and now we're doing round 2. And we're going to check. We're entering my coach's notes that we did yesterday. And then I'm going to check it with the computer. Okay, so here we go. Rook F7. And then again, I missed this dirty trick. Queen B2. Right. Okay. So, though even this might be better than what I end up getting. No. And then because we go here, 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 here. Black should hold. Let's write that. Okay. So boom, 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 boom. Unfortunately, this is all I got. And then I'm going to give this a question mark. And one of the great things about somebody like KGB that knows or just has an intuitive feel for the business is dude understands that without the deep pawn, I have absolutely no chance of winning this game. As long as I have the deep pawn, I should have some chances. Now, in a objective sense, they're similar, King G1 and King F1, because black should play H6 in both variations. But here, it's got to be said that KGB did at least offer some problems with this. Me and KGB sparred in this variation, and what should I say? White has a small pawn. So let's give him. So I'm gonna when I say H6 has no problems, I think it's incorrect. And then this is the KGB business. It might be a position I asked the computer about too. So then I thought this was a mistake, but I think KGB's right, dude. It just, in this position, all dude needs to do is take the pawn. And I didn't appreciate this really too clearly in my analysis. Without the pawn, there is no chance. Because I do get the A pawn, but he's gonna do something like this, and right, it's immediately. I don't know if it's immediately apparent, but it's pretty apparent. It's a good question with the Pro Chess League, Seth. We are definitely. David wants to do some kind of endgame. Well, no, wait a second. He wants to do endgame sensei at 1 Eastern, and then the Pro Chess League thing is weird because he is actually doing it with chess.com. He's a trader, and so I don't know what is expected of me. All I know is at 1 I'm doing some kind of sensei thing. So on Rook H8, this wouldn't have actually sealed the deal, because all he has to do is go snip, or rather, excuse me, King G7, Rook B8, snip, King G8, snip, B5. Easy equality, KGB. Oh. Okay, so yeah, it still hurts me that I made the rook passive with rook e3 though. Over here. All right. Whew, okay, painful analysis. Now let's check. We're going to do a couple checks here. My first question is, what did people play here? I'm going to guess KGB wanted bishop d3, but he's a real lame-o in the opening. I'm going to guess that most people played knight bd2 here. And then we'll check the computer too, what it says. Bishop d3, KGB's move. Though it scores less than both c4 and knight bd2. While this is running, the hilarious thing I'm going to do, I might do the short and sweet Quang Liem course on the London a little bit later. And to me, it just seems weird, this c6 move. I think white is just better. Bishop e2 was played by some good people. He laughed at me, but look at that. Actually, you guys can't see it here. But Andreikin played it, Grishuk played it, Kamsky played it. How do I do this? There we go. Right? There you go. So, yeah. Bishop d3, not with the highest results. In fact, better, slightly better for black, a little surprising. I thought I was being clever with bishop e2, and so did Andreikin, so did Grishuk, and Kamsky. So there, KGB. All right, what am I doing here? Some notation. KGB hated this move. All right. So let's check the default Kibitzer, which is our friend Stockfish 14. I might have to, and now I have to go down the other direction so you can see it. Oh, wait, okay, so bishop e2, it likes fine. It does not like queen b6, interestingly. But let's go back. I want to ask it just prior to bishop e2, what is it like? c4, dude. c4, bishop e2, bishop d3. It says it's all the same. White's a little better. Now, I want to say, since c6 seemed like a chess crime to me, I wanted white to be like 0.4, 0.5. And the computer's saying, no, it's just all equal, boss. Huh. Okay. Well, KGB's right, dude. Well, actually, it's changing its mind. It's actually now, look at that, putting my move up top, bishop e2, up top. Huh. Interesting. Well, it's a good question. I'm glad you're appreciative of the fact that it is our good bishop. Part of it is if he takes it, then we develop our queen and we are then maybe ready for an e4. Is it a special position for white? I really don't think so, you know. And c4 is, I considered c4, it's the most ambitious move, but then you got to worry about like bishop b1 and does he have anything with that? I decided in my notes that it was okay, but it's also, you're taking on a little bit of risk for limited game with c4. All right, so Yeah, it's going back and forth here. Basically, let's just say the obvious. Um, the computer says, let's put SF, says it's all equal no matter what I do. I.e., C6 is not the chess crime you thought it was. Okay, good. Now, bishop e2, let's see the opinion on this queen b6 move, which now again, I missed something here. So amazingly, it's saying queen c1 is a big improvement now for us. And b3 is actually somehow playable. But so why let's go down this. Okay, so let's say knight f6, sure. Castles. Knight bd7, sure. c4. Okay. So, yeah, amazingly, what the computer is saying is that the exchange of queen b6 for queen c1 is, in fact, better for white because the queen is misplaced on b6. Okay. Now, again, you have the knight h5 problem here, so. But even this is nothing special. All right, so now let's see what it thinks about me sacking the pawn. It's actually third choice. Oh. Oh. Oh, interesting. It wanted me to play e4 here. Wow, it wants e4. I was pretty sure bishop d3. I even put it, I was like, box. For those of you Zoomers out there, a little box used to mean the only move. Huh. Oh, and there's a different trick that I didn't see. Look at this. I thought this was losing for me. And it's like, no, boss. You can play bishop c4. Ah! Wow. What a move. Really? Wait, how's it going? D takes c4. Knight takes c4. What? And bishop c1, knight d6, draw. Ah! Wow, dog. Wow. Check that out, man. Whoa, dang, dude. Dang. Okay, I totally missed that. I mean, of course, I would have rather done the game continuation than this anyway. Because I wanted to play for a win, even if I have to take a slightly worse position. But, oh man. Yeah, e4 seems insane. The weird thing about this e4 is that KGB was like, you know, maybe this is what you should do, which is weird to me. Like, maybe KGB is using the computer. I don't know. It's hard to imagine. All right, let me just look at this. Boom. Boom. What a mess. So queen c3 loses the queen. Why? What is the problem? And okay, this is maybe intense, dude. Wow, okay. That's interesting. So it's saying you got to do this. And I go here. Queen A2. 94. DE. 92. B5. 94. Okay, and we're going to call that, I'll call that compensation. Sure. Amazing. Okay. I wonder if KGB's cheating on me, man. Because that's not a human thing to do, to play E4 here. Huh. That's right, first night I fought another quick draw. Okay, so now we're going to see what it thinks of this position, which I thought was interesting. And it's kind of with KGB. And it wants to do this. But now a critical moment for black. I guess it likes fine what black did. Queen A3. I played rook B1. And now it's saying Queen A6 like KGB's saying. Does not like the move play. I wonder if KGB's cheating, dude. That'd be really weird. B6. KGB didn't like it. Queen C2. 97. Castles. 97. All right, and I consider this the critical position. He wanted H4 here. Now look at that. H4 is popping up. E4, H4. And my move, Rook FC1, which I really lambasted, I still feel terrible about. It did pop up there as an option just for a second. Yeah, there it is, Rook FC1, number 2 now. Huh. Somebody actually in the chat last time suggested this line with Rook B3, Queen A4, Rook C1. No, it wasn't the chat. It was when I did the U.S. chess school. They were probably cheating too. Bishop G3 is weird. I guess it's very similar to E4, Rook C8, Bishop G3. Yeah. Okay. So, if you're just joining us, this is my round 2 of my most recent tournament. My most disappointing result, playing a slightly lower rated player. But my best analysis in terms of pages in the notebook. So amazingly, like, the computer thinks it's all the same. The computer thinks it's all the same. Okay, let's write that out. So it doesn't have H4 though. It doesn't have H4. So what do we got here? Let's just write it out. SF thinks it's roughly equal no matter what I do. That deserves a lol. I thought I was better here. At the very least, it seemed very promising to me. Okay, let's go down this weird Rook B3 variation. Rook B3, Queen A4, Rook C1, Rook C8, Knight B1. Sure, I'll play Knight G6. Now here I would think if I was a human, it would be Bishop E7. Is there something wrong with Bishop E7? Maybe there is. Bishop E7, Knight C3, Queen A6, Knight B5. Oh, and Knight C7. Thank you very much. Exclam. There you go. And the beauty of that, of course, is you're fixing the bad knight on D2, turning it into a monster. I saw a lot of that. I don't think I saw Knight C7. Yeah. So wait a second. The computer wants knight f6, which is not human because you're not developing. Boom. Boom. And on knight b5, it's saying your only move is king d7. Still knight c7. Yeah, still knight c7. Then you got to play this move. Holy moly. And that's been the whole problem with rook b3, was always like, he always got this queen a4 thing. Yeah. Let's just write in there, SF. Okay, fascinating. Let's go back and okay, let's do my human variation here, which was h4 and it's saying rook c8. Now I thought this was bad because of h5. Okay, maybe I was wrong. It's saying no, I'm not afraid. Okay, let's write that out. So SF, not afraid. Maybe it shouldn't be, man. H5. It's just H6 too. It doesn't care at all. Huh. I actually don't know when KGB was born. This is crazy, dude. Do I understand this? Oh man, this is a mess. Okay. So, on a technical level, H4 isn't correct. It would rather see, let's try this E4 move. Yeah, this is definitely not the good position you want against the computer, right? All right, let's say I kick it. Right, and you got to be worried about the knight f6 stuff. Dude, I'm worried KGB's cheating with the analysis. Okay, so let's give it a. Okay, so good. Rook c8. I played e4. The computer doesn't like it. Yeah. Comp wants the rook b3, knight b1 variation above. KGB does see all, man. Someone got you with a reverse Jerome, man? He got you with the reverse Jerome? Okay, so here we go. Boom, 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 boom. And then we have knight f6. And look at that, dude. And KGB was very confident knight f6. Dude, I'm worried he's using the computer, man. So here, here, ed5. I thought this was great for white. And so let's continue the variation. Because I really, oh my God, this is going to be complicated though. Where's my ed variation above? Darn it, so many variations, it's getting hectic. Let's try h4, h5. it would be this variation that we'd be transposing to. Knight f1, castles, rook c3. This is all my human analysis here. I was very convinced white had full compensation here. I got the move right. Wow, dude. Wow. So my human analysis, and there I was like, white is better. The computer says c4, dc, knight e4, and I'm getting laughed at. That's brutal, man. Brutal. Oh. Black's clearly better, dude. Wrong again, cry. Wrong again. SF. Oh, man. It's brutal. Brutal, man. The stockfish is so strong, man. I was very certain about this position. I was like, white's a little bit better, man. No, you are wrong, cry. You are wrong. Okay, so let's look at the game. Boom, boom. I thought that was funky. Yeah. Queen a6, right. Looks like it's a funk move. Knight g6 was better. Bishop g3, computer likes it. And now it wants knight a6, g6, computer doesn't like it. Okay, moment of truth. KGB despised this move. It's probably because he's looking at it with the computer, man. All right, now the computer, though, I played h4, which is the third choice. Now it's no longer the third choice. I wouldn't have... a4 isn't on my mind. Queen b3 is also not on my mind. h3, not on my mind. h4, gotta be okay. Bishop h6, arguably weird. c5 would be inhuman. Bishop g7 would have been more human. Bishop h6. Bishop d6. All right, now it loves me. Now it loves me. f6. All right, moment of truth. I did not play g4 here. I played rook e1. Okay, rook e1, fine. Number 2. King f7. Now here's the moment. Now, whatever the computer says, my friends, I'm going to have the chess medallion here. Chess Punk's chess medallion to protect me. Whatever the computer says, I believe knight f1 is the correct move here. And that g4 is opening my kimono. Okay. Okay, so it wants g4. By the way, why is g4 here so much stronger? Let's just get a taste here. So g4, let's say king f7, because that's what the guy was kind of doing. g5, fg, hg, bishop g7, queen b3. SF. So here, if this is interesting, it's because the computer's saying, I'm not interested in rook e1. I'll keep my rook on c1, boss. But what is, Cry wants to know what the threat is. Okay? Computer says I don't need a threat. That's what it's saying. So it's saying rook he8, a4, king g8, and just build the position with king g2. Wow. Wow. I mean, I don't really know what white's plan is, but that's a pretty interesting. And it wants to play a5. It wants to play a5, dude. I guess, yeah, screw it. a5. All right, let's write it. What's great about this computer variation is that white should recognize that he's not playing for a knockout, but rather to contain black. Exactly, Wrath of Gods. He's totally done. He's total. I mean, King G2. That's obviously you've got the temperament of a god or something to play King G2. You know, you're just like, I'm just gonna build the position, boss. I'm not in a hurry. You know. Okay, so let's go. Rook E1, King F7, and I want to investigate my Knight F1 because I really liked it. I was like, I just need to fix the knight. I don't want to open the kimono. So here we go. Oh, there it goes. Number 3 is Knight F1. I like it a lot. I'm certain I would have won the game if I had played Knight F1. I should have won the game anyway, but... And it doesn't like this. It wants Knight G3. Man, or 1H2. I figured if Bishop E3 that I would be happy because I got rid of his bishop. C5, okay, let's see what happens. This doesn't look good for black, right? All right. SF says equal, but I wouldn't. But black's position looks drafty. Okay, so but therefore knight 1H2. Yeah. And it could go. This would be a human variation. King G8, knight G4, bishop G7, queen D2. This would transpose the knight E3 stuff. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to give myself a small advantage. Actually, this H5 move is peculiar because I had it, I showed this game to a student, and he was like, oh, maybe H5. I mean, that's creaky over there. We got to say this is great. Okay. Let's say better is the prefix. Better is. Better is. Yeah. Okay. Amazing. So now we're going to look at this G4 business. Rook HE8. And now KGB hated my E5, and I guess it's true. I guess it's true. We're going to give my E5 a question mark. Why he should have pushed back. Well, the computer's just like, I thought after F5 that I'd have a nice position. The computer's like, no, man. And what did KGB say? He said, no, what if KGB's cheating, dude? That would be terrible if KGB were cheating, man. That would be absolutely awful if he was cheating. Oh, man. Okay. So G5, FG. Here's the question. He did, now KGB did say knight G5 and not HG5. But let's look at what computers. It's HG, bishop G7, queen B3. And this would be a similar computer variation where I'm not crushing the guy outright. I'm just sitting on him, I guess, you know? So, for example, that would be my human move. And this wants this a4 move again, trying for a5. Also just space, I guess. But right, I just prevent, dude, just prevent d5 or c5, and you're going to be golden. Okay. All right. So e5, a disaster. Bishop g7, a disaster. It's right here. So f5, we got to say SF says clearly better. Yeah, clearly better. Okay, bishop g7. I took. Snip. Now, knight g5 was definitely my intention here. Knight b3 seems weird. That's not as interesting to me. I looked at knight e5. It doesn't come up with either of these moves. Knight g5. But he doesn't like it. I actually felt that, okay, so in my analysis, I was starting. So wait. In the game, when I saw this position in my mind's eye, I was like, oh, I got the dark squares. When I got here, I was like, oh no. He's getting like a good French with the knights covering the dark squares. And then I analyzed it a bunch, and I ended up thinking that white had compensation. And I guess, but the computer does not like my move. All right, so here we go. Knight f3. It'll be really interesting to see what I missed here. And it wants knight c6. Oh. A lot of times I don't really look at my opponent's, when I'm doing the analysis, I don't really look more at what the other moves he could have done. Okay, let's pursue this a second. So I guess I'm right if he plays cd4, which I'm going to call that the human move here, cd4 for sure. Knight c6. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see, man. It's pretty complicated. Yeah, it's definitely a deep move. Wrath of Gods. Okay, so I would play queen d2. It would do this. And it's just saying, I'm in no rush. Yeah, that's cold, man. And I don't have any great moves. Oh, no. Okay, wait. But this would be the thing I would do. Just bc5. Wow. Okay. So we're going to say these positions where the computer, like, doesn't fear. It's amazing. Okay. SF sees that I have no constructive moves. Man. Some dark stuff. All right, so cd4, queen d2, correct. Now, knight c6, correct. And now I do this knight d4 thing. I looked at king g2, and I looked at queen f4. But okay, knight d4, and yeah, it was very strange. The guy should have taken on d4. And then, yeah, roughly we get what we're going to see. So I analyzed knight d4 out pretty good. There's a lot of different ways. And I came to the conclusion that maybe black was better, but that I had enough. We're going to see what it says. Queen f4, king g8, okay. Queen d4. And now it wants queen a5. Okay, so what is the point here? Uh-huh. New variation. SF. Oh, so I thought Queen B7 would be his best move. The same idea, maybe to play E5. Uh, this is a little bit more tasty for him, just because he's got like Queen D2 and stuff. Well, that's still roughly equal, the guy says, but I get it. This would put me under a lot of pressure. All right, so how bad was this move that my opponent played? Boom. He just missed. I'm sure he just missed this bishop E5 move. Knight E5, Queen F4, King G8, Rook E5. Okay, so I was correct in my assessment. Okay, here's an interesting thing. So my opponent plays Rook F8, and KGB says this is insane. It kind of is, but the computer is down with it. And on KGB's suggestion, Queen C8. Right, we talked about the following. Rook BE1, Rook E5, Rook E5, Rook E6, oh, and then I go steal the business. Wow, okay. We're gonna, oh, wait. SF says plus minus, baby. Dang. Okay. So, Rook F8, Queen D4, and now I guess this is a blunder with Queen C8. And he needs to play Queen B7. All right. Queen B7. Actually, SF says this is actually the best move. But unless you have the follow-up, it's not going to be the best. It's not going to be the best move, man. Queen B7, let's see what the Stockfish says here. Let's try Rook D5, because that's a human move. Queen G7. Rook F1, no one would ever play. I mean, what a weird move. But I'm going to just say like this. So Queen C8, this was, oh, look at this, 1,000 different variations I'm winning. Okay, clearly my move is the third. It still says it's winning. Okay, so here we go. Rook BE1, Rook C1, Queen D5, and it does not like Rook F7, and there's a monster here. Look at this. Rook F7, baby. King F1? What? That wasn't on my radar. Damn it. Damn it. Oh. That I missed it in the game is one thing. But, you know, come on. I should have found that in the analysis. Cry? Come on, buddy. Oh, man. What a great move. What a great move. Bobbing and weaving. God, it's really disappointing. Very disappointing. Okay, plus minus. I looked at this forever, man. Okay, so Rook F7. Queen d4. Boom, 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 boom. I thought queen b5 was now definitely his best move. Queen e8. All right, here we're going to get some analysis here. Boom, boom, boom. And now it's saying king f1 is winning. Okay, so here we go. This will be interesting. All right, snip, snip, king e2, and we're going to say SF says winning. King g5. This is, me and actually KGB had this variation. f3. Pretty sure I tried king f4. So the d4. Huh. Wow, okay. King e2, king g5, f3. If rook h7, sure, let's try that. King e3, rook h2, d4, rook a2. See, actually it's changing its mind. Maybe Stockfish isn't the king of the rook endgame. Hold on, let's see if we can do better. Yeah, okay, let's play a4. Boom, 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 boom. Chess is easy. Let's promote that. Huh. Amazing. So I just want to, I'm going to be, so I thought that h6 really did solve black's problems. KGB felt, he convinced me that it was slightly better. The computer is saying it's over. Wait, he didn't like, the computer doesn't like rook e5. The computer's saying king e2. And if g5, just king e3, thank you very much. Wow. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Crushing, man. Crushing. Oof, 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 oof. Wrath of Gods, I actually don't know quite what you mean. The point is to play e5 without the d5 pawn dropping. That might have been an ancient variation. I love this boomer GM thing, man. Okay. So here we go. I think DM Hokey's in the background, man. He adds these little exclamation things to the stream. All right, so here we go. Amazing, man. This is a deep and I'm telling you, man. I've said one thing. I'm ready to double down. I'm ready to triple down. If you want to improve your game, look deeply at the games you've played, because it's all there, dude. And King G2, I just want to say that's in a lot of ways the most disappointing move I made in the game. All right, so. Let's consider this position. I thought in the analysis that h6 would have been clear. But it's saying rook e4, and why do I have a problem? Wow, okay. Jeez, man. SF says plus minus. Dang, it's just painful, man. And when he says it, I'm like, well, I guess you're right. Well, I guess you're right. Okay. And it's saying here that I'm also, well, okay, so this will be interesting to check. I played f4. Rook e4 is a really strange move. KGB just thought anytime you lose the pawn that it's a draw, so we're going to see this. Yeah, we definitely had, me and KGB had this. f4, okay, we're transposing. b4, I'm just going to follow the computer's analysis for a second. Now, if it's me, I'd play rook a3. Yeah, rook a3, snip, snip, king f3. Yes. Okay. SF says small advantage, but come on. Okay, so that's basically, rook d7 is not actually a question mark. None. Okay, my friends. Whew. That's a brutal business. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's cool. We did team. Not only that, but DM Hokey, man. You see those thumbnails we put together? Those are some of our best thumbnails ever. All right, I'm going to save this thing, and we're going to go on an investigation. We're going to do an investigation here. And then I'm going to, by myself, by my lonesome, I am going to analyze, not chess-based, son, Chessable. I want to see, I think, I'll stream this if I think I'm allowed to, is I want to see this new London course has come out. I know people despise the London. People don't like this course, apparently. There's been some criticism because it's got too many variations. So where is it, boss? Lifetime repertoire, the London system. Now, does it have a short and sweet? This is what I want to know. Don't they all come with a short and sweet? Okay. No reviews yet. Isn't that? Maybe you guys could tell me if there's a short and sweet, because I could buy it for $30, man. I don't think I can stream it. It seems like I should be able to stream the short and sweet, though. Who did the London course? This dude, Liam Kwang Lee. All right, you know what we could do, though? Watch. We could bring this bad boy over here. And it's always such a pain. I don't think Chrome will let me do the window. I'm going to try it. So let's hide some windows here. So we're going to hide this one and hide this one. And we're going to see if I can capture something here. Okay. Actually, it's just YouTube that it won't capture. So let's just see if we can watch this guy's intro video and see what we think. Peek inside. You guys can watch this with me to give me your sense. People really despise the London. It might be a terrible thing. It really might be a terrible thing. It's bad for your chess, man. If Vishnu, if he comes in here and sees me doing this, he's going to get on me, man. All right, so let's just watch this thing and see what we think. And you know what I got to do? I got to change the settings here for a second so that you guys can hear the audio. So, default. Well, that's fine. Okay. All right, my friends, let's go. Let's see what we think. You'll get my instant reaction. Wait, you're clicking on the wrong window, boss.
Welcome to the big insight of Lifetime Repertoire London System. My name is Grandmaster Lim Quang Le. I am from Vietnam. I have been living in the United States for 8 years. My best ever rating is 2739, and my best ranking is number 21 in the world back in 2017. My best achievement in chess is the World Championship,
Okay, boss, I
the
get it.
World
You're
Blitz
great.
Champ D4. I chose this subject because the London system is a very interesting opening for me.
Okay, I get it.
Before that, I used to think that making a book or a chess course is a one-time thing. You do it once and then you kind of forget about it. But once I was told about Chessable, I am really fascinated about the ideas that Chessable is offering to its users. First of all, it is a community that people can interact with each other.
Oh my gosh.
Students, a very compact opening for white, and that black could do anything to get equality. But that was totally wrong. When doing this course, I have discovered so many interesting ideas and
Well, one thing is clear. We're not buying the video. We're not going to buy the video. That much is clear. All right, let's go.
novelties. And now I understand that if black is not well prepared, he or she will not be able to equalize too easily. So by doing this course, I'm hoping to share my analysis with you carefully. So chapter 1, I cover the kingside fianchetto shadow setups for black when black played the move 1, knight f6, and then 2, g6, and put the bishop on g7. This is a very common setups for people who want to play the Grunfeld defense or the King's Indian defense for black. So you need to know what to do there. I recommend the move 3, knight c3, and it's a very concrete approach. I believe white gets very comfortable positions. In part 2, I cover the Nimzo and the Queen's Gambit decline setups when black play the move 1, knight f6, and 2, e6, and 3, d5.
All right, let's see what some of the...
So
I want to
this
see
is
what
for
variations to do.
And this is a very well-known track when black took on d7 with the bishop. That is already a big mistake. And white can have a small tactic here and win at least 2 pawns. And this is totally winning for white.
Okay.
So you can see and hopefully by repeating this, you will remember better. I really like this feature because for long variation,
The London just got more boring, dude. The London just got more boring than it already was.
you don't always find it too easily to memorize if you just click through the move. And doing it this way actually enhance your memorization. And let's say if I make a wrong move,
Okay. It's too much for me. It's too much. What I'm going to do, maybe, I want to, see, I figure there's got to be the short and sweet, man. There's no short and sweet? Shoot, man. Here's a hilarious thing that we can read here. With relatively little theory to learn and a comfortable position out of the opening, almost guaranteed. Not true, dude. This guy's got 200 variations in here. Yeah. The video goes 12 hours long. The quick start variations are 18. Well, where's my quick start, boss? And then the line goes, average line depth is 17. Okay. A lot of this doesn't make sense. So, I don't know, dude. I might buy this thing. I have to finish going over my games first, but I might buy this thing. We got an excellent question. Is there going to be coverage of the PCL today? You can see my medallion. Have you seen this medallion, man? So definitely Bruce is going to be doing some stuff on chess.com. I don't know what we're doing, but at 1, what I do know we're doing is we're coming on 1 Eastern. We're going to be doing Endgame Sensei. That's all I know for sure. And right now, I got to start my own analysis of round 3. And that I'll do by myself, by my just lonesome self on my sad little board. And because I'm a boomer GM. And at some point, I'm going to show, I'm going to do the same process I did today. I'm going to show some analysis I did, then I'll show you what KGB said. And this one, though, will just be 1 week. It was only like 30 moves long. And yeah, take it from there. Who should I raid? Who should I raid? Hans Niemann. Someone told me he's doing great, dude. Should we raid Hans Niemann, dude? Raid. There's so many people to raid. Let's raid hashtag chess, dude. I don't know. There's so many people to raid. Let's raid hashtag chess. They're friends of the dojo. Okay, before we raid, DM Hoagie is saying, I think Jose is going to try to cover the PCL or part of it. He's going to join the official coverage later. Yeah, so I think if those guys are doing it on chess.com, I mean, might as well. We don't need two separate coverages, right? I'm right here. I'm right here, Netsev. All right, here we go. We're going to raid the hashtag chess. Say hello from me. If you guys have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, go check it out. Go check out beautiful DM Hokies, thumbnails. Follow us here. Subscribe to our Patreon. Here we go. Bye, everybody.
An entire piece. Here we just get checkmate. Confidence my chess. Thank you, some of